She's dedicated on
If you're going to try and make it out like I'm playing the game, the only one that's playing the massive game is you.
Huh? Huh?
And you said you've never felt this way about anyone. You left me a mark saying, have the best time, missing you already, can't wait to see you.
And that was genuine.
Are you sure?
Listen, you should be happy.
I feel like everything I reviewed was fake.
It wasn't fake.
It was, clearly.
But you've recoupled too.
You recoupled, babes.
This close to coming back single.
But yeah, you didn't. You
I
recoupled.
was very close, I was torn.
You recoupled as
Okay,
well.
but I was 50-50.
What the hell? What's that got to do?
What's your issue? Wow.
Calm.
Wow. Wow. She wants to be a customer victim.
That I had for Cry, they don't just go just like that. Like they.
But you
are
brought
still
someone
very much
back
there.
too.
My feelings were never fake. My feelings.
Yes, give me a Sunday night. Give me a tomorrow night.
She was like, there was a genuine connection there, and I was really shocked when your name was said.
Revelations!
I know you explained to me about the cuddle in bed that at night. I feel like a prick.
Linked confrontation.
You played her whilst knowing I was away, still feeling the exact same about you. Like you played two girls. Oh, why? Well, so silly.
Is that it? I want Jessie to punch him up, fam. Ah!
These girls ain't got the power it takes to do any of these shit.
Ah.
Come on.
Is that it?
They're very... I'm sorry, but even when it was like, okay, she had spice, like everyone else is just a bit...
I need someone to be like your dickhead and throw a drink. I need a drink moment.
That's
what I need.
All the girls that have done that has either been like London or they come with like they have some sort of spice or fire in them.
Together, because they have no other option. They want to stay in the competition. Who else do you have?
I know.
Not one. At least one of the girls should leave their man and say that's what you did. Bye. But they're not going to do that. Sammy's going to go back to Tom. Jess is going to go back to Will, and what's his face? Claudia's going to go right back to Casey. Even though Casey was jumping between girls.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. Can you imagine if a guy did any of that shit to me? I am dragging his ears to the pool. I swear, I'm dragging his ear to the pool.
The way you were cheating on me.
He said you want to be wet, I'm showing you what's wet.
Let me show you what's wet now, please. Come with
Let
me.
me show you
Collect
what's
yourself.
wet.
Okay, so it looks like the three girls, Claudia, Jessie, and Sammy, went to go speak to Layla, Linda, and Cynthia, and I'm glad that they just let them know, and that was a good conversation to have. Hey guys, it's more Rob. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Back again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button. It is daily and consistent content injected, and let's get straight into this review. So this is the post Casa eruptions that are taking place where, you know, there's just a divide in the villa and everybody's confused with what's going on. Now, I don't know why Olivia is upset with Kai. It doesn't make sense to me. I think that she is trying to be the Casa Amor victim and it's just not working. It doesn't make any sense. You also picked someone, babes. So like, you know, you could have came back alone, then your argument would have made sense, but you also decided to pick somebody irrespective of how close you were to not pick someone. You still picked Maxwell and brought him back in the villa. So I don't know why you're so upset at Kai. It doesn't make any sense. It's hypocritical and I'm genuinely confused and blindsided by it. It's making me like Kai more, and I never really was invested in his journey, to be honest with you, but now I kind of am, and I'm glad that, you know, Kai kind of stood his ground with that conversation and her calling him an idiot. Well then, you know, what are you? It doesn't make any sense. I don't get that conversation. Then she had a conversation with Sunham and they kind of packed it up quite cutely. But for Olivia to say to Sunham, don't worry, I'm a girl's girl, you're not, because of the treatment of the prior girls that have been dumped from the island shows against that. So I don't know what she's trying to do. I feel like she's trying to be the Casa Amor victim and it just doesn't work. Her Casa Amor line iconic moments were not iconic. You know, it didn't work, unfortunately, for her, and she was trying, and I feel like she's trying again to try and do something, and to me it doesn't make any sense where she's coming from. This whole triangle between Shaq, Martin, and Tanya, I feel like all of the conversations were just going round and round and round. Nothing was really concluded in what they were trying to speak about. Martin, of course, is now in his feels because he feels like he was just a safety net, a placeholder. Like, what am I doing here? Like, you know, he's in his feelings. He's somebody who thinks more in his head than it shows it. And, you know, the conversation between Shaq and Tanya, Shaq still has feelings for her. So are Shaq and Tanya going to come back together again? Is that going to happen? Yesterday, I would have said no, but today I can see that taking place. He's very hurt by her actions, and that makes sense because, you know, how can you profess your love for each other and then a couple of days after you're bringing somebody else back? Yes, they left it on bad terms, but of course, you know, he's still upset. But I can see them coming back together again, you know, as the Casa Amor drama settles, the dust settles. I can see Shaq and Tanya actually come back together again, which unfortunately leaves Martin to a close. But is Martin really into Tanya like that as well? Who knows, guys? To be honest, that is too early days and we need to see how that progresses. But that triangle is confusing, and the conversations they had in today's episode didn't really conclude where they were at. So the triangle mess really has just begun, and we're going to see how that transpires as the week progresses. Now, when it comes to Cynthia, I'm glad that she made it very clear about the I'm sorry line, because for Casey to say that as you're saying next to the girl that you decided to choose doesn't make any sense. I'm over Casey. I was very invested in him when he was, you know, choosing either Sanam or Cynthia. That made more sense to me, but for then you to come back and waste Cynthia's space as well, it just, I'm over it. I'm over Casey and his journey, and I feel like these girls are getting emotional, are upset by their guys' actions, but I feel like they're going to go back to their men anyways because they don't have any other options to prolong their time in the journey. There's no other male bombshells in the villa right now coming in, and you know, 9 islanders have been dumped anyways from the Casa Amor bunch. So what other options do these girls have? We've seen it happen with the last 2 seasons where there's drama, conversations, tension, that fiddles out, the dust settles, and then they go back to their couples. So I feel like that will probably happen by next Friday. The couples will be back together again. Jessie's upset, she's very emotional, and I feel like her emotions are genuine. A part of me initially felt that she was faking it from when she first came in, but I do think that her emotions are genuine. She does look like she is genuinely hurt by him, and I can understand that because, you know, she genuinely thought that he was going to be loyal because they were in the hideaway together. She was with him with day one. Will had no other options in the villa. So that is also another pro for Will. He never had any other options. So maybe Jessie thinks that, you know, this man really is for me, but really and truly, if Will had options, would he have gone with Jessie? And, you know, clearly he ran to Lydia on the first day. So, but again, I feel like Jessie has a forgiving nature. They're going to have conversations on Sunday night. She's going to get emotional. He's going to apologize, and they're going to patch it up because, again, I feel like if they patch it up, they both know they're going to end up in the finale together, 110%. So, you okay?
You see me?
Yeah.
Shit. Oh my god.
I'm just like, what are you doing? But you put the heater on, okay, it's fine. I'm just thinking, what is this guy doing? Anyways, we're gonna go straight back into this review. Sorry, guys. I don't really have a strong winner as of right now. I'm keen to like Kai and Sanam only because I like Sanam, but at the end of the day, I don't even see these two going that far in the competition. I don't really know what's going to happen. I feel like Will and Jessie are going to come back together again and going to zoom to the finale. Ron and Lana are beelining now for that #1 position because they've solved their issues. Ron has been, you know, has had his redemption arc. People like him again, and I feel like those two are going to be fine. I don't think they're going to be tested again because they were tested early on in the villa. So it looks like they're definitely going to be the winners from right now. That's how it looks like. I feel like Ron, Lana, I see Will and Jessie in the finale as well. I also see Sammy and Tommy in the finale. I feel like Sammy right now is upset and irritated. What a crappy birthday to have. But I do feel like she's going to patch things up with Tommy. Now, the 3 girls from Casa Amor speaking at lunch. I feel like that was a great twist. It was nice. I liked that. Again, post Casa Amor lunch with the dumped people. I just feel like keep the dumped Casa Amor Islanders in the villa for just another 24 hours. Do that instead of bringing them to a separate lunch so that the tension is lingering in the main villa for the 24 hours so you see how everybody reacts. That, I feel like, is what the producers should do. They haven't done it in the last 3 seasons, and I feel like that is just a good way to just entice more drama. The Casa Amor episode yesterday, I feel like was a very good Casa Amor episode. Truthfully speaking, I feel like it's in the top 3, probably at the 3rd place for me. Season 5 is up there, closely followed by season 8, and then I think season 9 with the Casa Amor is definitely there as well, 110%, because the dramatics were everything. And I'm glad that Layla was very vocal and was speaking out, especially about Will and about the other boys, because we need that kind of energy in the villa, 110% to keep these contestants going. I don't know what else to say. What else do I say?
I don't know. I'm not mad.
I don't know what else to say. Yeah, interesting episode, but I feel like the post-Casamore eruptions could have been better. That could have been better. It could have been a season 5 level eruption. I feel like that is something that I kind of wanted to see, a little bit more of heightened drama. I feel like the drama here is just more emotional and more sad as opposed to more dramatic. That is what I think it is, and either way, you know, it is what it is. Everybody has different feelings, and of course the guys are all just like curious as the girls are speaking, and you know, they're all very nervous. Tom's grafting massively, and I feel like he's going to get her back. And it would be nice to see one of the girls to be like, you know what, the way you're moving in Casa is too much for me. End it. Sorry, goodbye. I'm going to be single. If I'm vulnerable, it is what it is. That is what I'd like to see, but I do think that these 3 girls are going to come back. Let me know your thoughts are when it comes to this quick fire review. What are your thoughts on these post-Casamore eruptions? Do you guys like it? Did you enjoy the episode, or did you feel like you guys wanted more? Like the video, comment down below. What are your thoughts on the Tanya, Shaq and Martin triangle? Which way do you think Tanya is going to sway? Which way do you think Shaq is going to sway? Because again, he also doesn't have any other options, but you never know. A new girl could be coming in, or a new guy could be coming in, you know, in the next couple of days, which I feel like they should do. Bring 2 people in on Monday, just so that, you know, as cracks are there, these new bombshells can maintain those cracks and see what else could forge. Let me know your thoughts are when it comes to this, and I will catch you guys soon for another review.